Hello, everyone. Did you miss me? Your girl has been working, okay? I know I took 2 weeks off, but I promise you they were not for nothing. I did quite a bit of research while I was gone. I had 3 trips that I needed to take to get out of the way. First step, good old Chicago for the Beyonce Cowboy Carter, okay? That was a must on my list. But while I was there, my poor little Samsonite decided to do the death rattle. And if you know what I'm talking about, it's basically where the wheels on your luggage just decide to go haywire because there's nothing else that they can do. And so I was thinking to myself, I desperately am in need for new luggage. Like big time. I need new luggage quickly because I knew I had 2 more trips coming up after that. I had a trip to New York City as well as a wedding to go to. Now, both of those trips were able to take different transportation. To New York City, I had to fly. To the wedding that I was partaking in, I was actually the makeup artist, I had to drive to. So this gave me 2 different ways to see exactly what it was that I was going to do with this new luggage that I purchased. And now y'all been seeing me ranting and raving about Baboon to the Moon. Well, we got some. I was never going to tell you that you should buy it without testing it out for myself. Okay, and I did y'all a solid. I didn't get 1 piece. I got 3. So let's exactly see what the heck is in this Baboon to the Moon and what makes it so good. To give you some context as to what piece of luggage this is called the Go Bag Roller. This is a 55-liter in the color Lime Breeze. And you're probably wondering, why in the heck would you get a color that bright and you know it's going to get dirty? For 2 reasons. 1, nobody's going to have this color, because why in the world would you? And 2, when I see it come off the conveyor belt, I know for sure it's mine. Right? Right. Okay, so you can see that I still have, I'm from St. Louis, so my tag from New York City is still on this. It even survived me going out of town and taking my little road trip, so it's finally time to take that off. Just to give you some analysis of what this is going to look like. This is the Go Bag Roller in the 55-liter. This is a big boy. I'm going to tell you about the outside and then I'm going to tell you about the inside. So this has 2 straps that actually go on the bag. That's one thing that I actually end up liking about all of the Go bags, all of the bags that come from Baboon to the Moon. I love the accessibility when it comes to the backpack straps. Right now, I've taken them off because if they're going through TSA and they're going through the conveyor belt, they're going to get dirty or they're going to break off. So it's easier just to take them off and actually store them inside the bag, even whilst I'm traveling. Before we get to those 2 bags, really quickly though, I just want to show you the inside. So this is really neat. It's just one big, ginormous open space, which I really enjoy. Here are the bag straps. I'll teach you about those later. Here are the bag straps, but I also like it because these can anchor down whatever it is that you're putting in your luggage. The reason why I like these in here is because you can anchor it down so when you go to stand the luggage up, it'll actually counter the weight for you and make the most sense. So do use those. If you have that feature in your bag, it's meant to sort of rebalance itself. I really enjoy this. I didn't know how much I needed this until I got it and was like, that's smart. Also, there is a big open mesh pocket in here for you to be able to put anything in. Now, if you're wondering what's in here, it's like shoe bags and a little thing of tissue, any other like extra little bags that I think I may use in travel, I just leave them in here. No point in taking them out because I'm not going to use them for anything else. This also comes equipped with a little key ring holder, as all of the bags do. So I do really like that feature. And that is everything you need to know about the Go Bag Big, or the Maxi, whatever you like to call it. But yeah, she is huge, she is big. I really like that. And let me go ahead and show you the other 2. Now, here we have the Go Bag Small and the Go Bag Mini. Now, this one, again, they're in the color Lime Breeze. This one is a 40-liter. This is a 32-liter. Another tip that I like about Baboon to the Moon is they will literally tell you, based on the bag that you purchase, what size fits for who. If you go to their TikTok page, they actually go to different airlines to show you what bags fit as a carry-on or what bags fit as an overhead or underneath. I love that tip. They also tell you on the website. So this one fits as most, even for Frontier or Spirit. I know we don't talk about them, but you know what I mean. In times where they're tough, the tough get going. This works for them as a carry-on bag, and you don't have to worry. This could be your only bag. You're safe. I love that about them. But enough about that. Let me show you what they look like. So this is, again, the Go Bag Small in the 40 liter. This is the Go Bag Mini in the 32 liter. If you're wondering why I bought both, let me explain to you why, okay? I'm gonna show you this one because this one is currently full, but I'll explain that in a minute too. I love this bag. Now, I was showing my aunt this bag for two reasons. This also transforms into a duffel bag, which hence is why there's another strap on here. Now, if you're wondering how that happens, allow me to show you. You're able to take these and unclasp them. So we just squeeze these together. Y'all don't judge me, I got these nails on. You're able to just squeeze together. It pops open. You're able to move it, and then you can take the bag off, right? Both sides, squeeze and pop. Sometimes they're a little stubborn when it comes to the spring. These are the extra loops that sit at this side of the bag in order to make it a duffel bag. So in times like New York City, I knew for a fact I was going to be shopping. So I ended up taking this with me, but I actually folded this up and packed it in my big Go bag because I knew that it was gonna end up being a carry-on piece, right? So therefore I could put this on my back, use this as a duffel, still get on the plane. Love that. So you're able to remove the straps and put them where you need to. Also, these are the most economic straps I've ever seen in my life. That's gonna sound very strange, but we're all adults here, so listen up. These are so thick. The padding is love. I don't think most airline seats have this much padding. Let's just be for real, okay? These are so nice. These also have these clasps here. Again, spring loaded, snap them, boom, they're closed. They're not going anywhere. But a thing I like about these straps in particular is that, do you see this? Do you see danglage? No, you don't, because these actually clip to themselves. So you're not worried about one, smacking them up against something, breaking them. If you set it down, you accidentally, or someone else steps on these and then they break the snaps on your bag, right? Nobody wants that. So you just line it up where you need it, however big it's gonna be, and then you just snap them together. Oh, hold on, let me get it. Y'all just give me a second, okay? I'm special, it's all right. And there you have it. They're secure. They're on the bag. You don't have to worry about it. But you can also still use all of the spaces that are on this bag, right? Now, allow me to demonstrate why I also like that as well. So with these bags in particular, again, you're able to handle this bag from any side. I have a lock on it as well, y'all. So that's an old lock that I use. Any side of this bag you're able to use. I love that. I absolutely love it. Also, the way to get into the bag is on your back. Allow me to demonstrate. You can't get in there now, can you? No, you can't. Because the opening is inside. Like somebody would literally have to pry it off of you in order to get in there. So I also love that it says somebody likes to do backpacking, or if you just want to be safe in the airport, especially if you're a woman. I feel like this is brilliant. Okay, because nobody can just get in there or slip something in it either. So you also have this. Oh, I got shopping bags from where I was the last time. Don't tell nobody. Again, it's got the mesh in here, but these, because they're smaller, have something a little bit different, which I still really enjoy. At the bottom here, there's gonna be like this mesh pocket that you can use. In my other bag, you'll see that I use mine for girly things. We know what that means. I use mine for a rain poncho. And then I also use one for almost like a bagoo. So like a reusable bag. I just leave it in there because you never know where you're going to go and never know where you're going to go, where you actually end up needing a bag. So I just leave them in my luggage because I know I'm going to use it anyway. That's there. The other side is actually a zip pocket, which again, I love. You can hide stuff in there, stash stuff in there. It's amazing, right? And it's secure. You don't have to worry about it. I like how most of the pockets on this bag are actually inside the bag. To some, that may be a little bit annoying, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. But I will tell you one thing. There is a pocket outside of this bag on all of these bags. Now, some may come in handy, and may not. But I'm gonna show you anyway. So there's a bag here. There's a pocket here, I'm sorry. This is oddly a deep pocket. This will fit a phone, boarding pass, passport, a wallet, anything that you need, a pair of sunglasses, a candy bar, for God's sake, a pocket of tissues. you know, because you always walk into a bathroom, airport, restroom, and they never, for some odd reason, you always get the odd one out with no tissues in the stall. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it all fits in here. And if you're also wondering what's happening with this carabiner, let me tell you something, okay? Me and carabiners got a thing. I have another one, and I think I put it somewhere else, that I really love. I actually bought a carabiner, and it's on my go bag 40. This is the one that's currently stuffed with things, and allow me to explain. But this is a carabiner I really love. I got this one from REI, and if need be, I can always put a link. I can get it off. I can put a link, and this one actually locks. Like this one locks. And you can put your water bottle, if you have keys for anything, like you can literally strap it to yourself and not have to worry about it. Or if you're feeling an extra level of caution, you can actually clip the straps together. That way it's tethered to you and you know no one's gonna take it. I'm not saying you gotta be that extreme, but I am saying times are tough out here. So you may wanna get crafty. Also, this makes a fine, fine weapon. TSA will never take it. Why? It's a carabiner. Who knew? Who knew? But you didn't hear that from me. Okay. But yes, those are the go bags that I absolutely love. Again, this one is so easy. It folds. I can just smash it down, put it in the big one, and not have to worry about it. Let me tell you something. This was genius. Now, I don't know if anyone is prepared quite like I am. I have something in this bag called the oh shit bag. And you're probably like, what the hell is that even supposed to mean? I saw this girl on TikTok and I cannot remember her for the life of me. If I find it, I'll tag it below so you can see the original and how I was inspired to make one of these of my own. This is my oh shit bag. And I can always go in depth. Those are my masks. I can always go in depth of exactly what it is that I have in this bag. But it's just as the name persists. Holy crap, I might have left that at home. It should be in this bag. It's everything that I think that I'm going to need or use or just mistakenly leave home. Deodorant, chub rub, lotion, shampoo, conditioner packets. So when you go to Sephora or you go to different events and you get those packets, keep them. For travel, they're amazing. TSA won't flag you, especially if you're going out of the country. They're a breeze, right? Keep them. They're stuffed in here. Love them. Patterns in here. I think one other brand is in here, Fable in Maine. I've got Band-Aids. I've got wet wipes. I've got body wipes. I've got Lysol wipes. We got all the wipes in the world in here. But I can definitely do an in-depth review of what this is along with my makeup bag because I can't wait to do that one either. If you want to see more of the oh shit bag, that is amazing. Funny enough, there's a part 2, but we can get into that later. But I just wanted to give you some of like the pros of what I love about this bag set and why I really enjoyed it and why overall I think it was a good purchase. Now, the cons. Wearing them for too long may stress your shoulders out. And allow me to explain. Because the padding is so thick, now granted, you're able to sort of, situate them however you need to. The length, whatever's going to make sense for you, it is. While I was in New York City, when I first got there, my room wasn't ready yet. And I brought my laptop with me. And of course, I'm not going to store my laptop in my luggage in their holding spot. I mean, I could, but I'm not that girl. So I took it with me and I was able to go ahead and pull out the smallest of my go bags. Oh, and did I mention this was waterproof? Because it was downpouring when I got there. I always get greeted in New York City with rain. This was surprisingly very helpful in the rain. It was waterproof. It was amazing. I was able to just wipe it off, brush it off. No problems there. So I also really love that feature. But these straps can be a killer if you're wearing them for a little bit too long. And I didn't find that I got much reprieve. So again, packing or not, I feel like it's just going to depend on your comfort level and also what you pack. Because after a while, my MacBook got kind of heavy. And then I guess I did buy a book on top of it and toss it in there as well. So I guess I was really like kidding myself. But beyond all that, I did have a really great experience with this. My shoulders did hurt a little bit. I took a hot shower when I got back to my hotel. Finally got in my hotel room. And I was okie-dory. But I will say, she is sturdy. This is sturdy. I will say my big bag, she is a little dirty. And that's okay. I took a, alcohol wipe to it just to see what happens. I got most of it off. Not all of it, but most of it. But to be quite honest, I'm not upset about that. I feel like it's luggage. It's going to get dirty. As long as it looks somewhat presentable and I can still see some green, I'm A-okay with that. So I'm willing to deal with the hassle of it as well. But all in all, I will actually say this was a really good purchase. I also brought back in this bag some liquids, like soft, like things I was a little nervous about. I've had a few things in here. I was like, how it works. Even in my big bag, I had some items that were a little obtuse in their angle. I wasn't sure if maybe it was gonna rip or if it was gonna tear or if it was gonna show marks because of whatever was in there. And it did none of that. Not through TSA and not through my trip. I was able to plop it into my car, go on about my business, roll it out, roll it wherever I needed to go, maneuver it downstairs. It turns corners really well. Surprisingly well for how big and almost ostentatious it seems. So I did really enjoy that particular piece. So while it may be a little uncomfortable for a hot minute, I think the comfortability is really going to settle in once you realize how good of a purchase it's going to be. I know some people are a little nervous to take this to Sephora if this is something that you plan on buying it for. I'm not. And I guess the reason why I'm not is because the material is so good on this bag. It is so incredibly sturdy. So incredibly sturdy. And I think it's just going to be one of those situations where you just pack your bag well, right? Use your clothes as a buffer. If you have to, put clothes at the bottom, put your things in the middle, and then cover everything else along with it. I feel like it'll be just fine. I'm willing to take the test. I'm willing to go for it. I'm willing to see what happens and what makes it back alive. I can't wait. It's going to be interesting, very intriguing. But I think it's also going to tell me how good my packing skills are. So hold me to it and we shall see. But beyond that, I hope you guys enjoyed this little brief tutorial synopsis review of all of my go bags in the color line Breeze. I really love these. I really enjoy them. And if you are intrigued just as much as I am, I'll put a little associate code down below for you to use to get you some change off for your first purchase. I'll see y'all later. Bye.